Look what followed me home today. Cleveland Welding Roadmaster, built in 1948. Just look at it. I mean, look at it. It is beautiful. Look at these lines. Who says Americans don't have a sense of style? Wow. Look at all the curves on this thing. Look at how this top tube flows down seamlessly into the seat stays. Beautiful. Look how the chainstay, that curve, matches right into the down tube. Beautiful. But I think my favorite design element on this thing here, look at these fender stays. Look how they match the curve of the seat stay. And also on the front fender also. Absolutely beautiful. I just love looking at this. And you have to love the deco-inspired touches, such as the flowing lines on the chain guard. A lot of old bikes, in my opinion, have clunky-looking chain guards that really aren't particularly flattering or look like cheap afterthoughts. This one, really, really nice. And what a beautiful example of a 1948 Roadmaster. This came out of a barn in Ohio. I'm not the guy who originally owned it or bought it from the original owner. I bought it from a collector who was liquidating his collection and just wanted to find a good home for his old friend. And I'm very, very pleased with what I came home with here. Look at this thing here. I just love just standing here and looking at it. What a beautiful example also. It appears to be very much intact. How often do you find old heavyweight bikes with their chain guards still intact? And when they are intact, they're just beating the snot. Same thing goes for fenders. How often, if their fenders are still there, they're just all bent up because they were parked in people's garages and stuff was leaned against them and they get all banged up. But although these fenders are not perfect, they're pretty darn good. Really, really good. So I am just super pleased. Also, look at this front end. You're seeing it right. Dual springer fork in front there. Early generation front suspension. Fantastic. And it's active too. It actually works. And look at the truss design. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. And look at how it bows out over here, almost like a harp shape. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm just pleased as punch. This thing rides beautifully also. One of the beautiful attributes of these heavyweight bikes is they ride really, really well. It helps for the fact that, just as the category implies, they're heavyweights. I have not weighed this one yet. That's on my list of things to do today. And but in addition to the fact that it is large and heavy, it's an all-steel frame, as almost all of them were back then. Steel is a wonderful material to make bicycle frames out of for many reasons, including the fact that they're energy absorbent, which is why springs are made out of steel. They have a certain amount of flex, and then they come back to their original shape. So a bike with a steel frame often has a very forgiving ride. People in modern bikes like talking about aluminum, which has the benefit of being lightweight, but it's also very, very rigid, which is a good thing, but also makes for a harsh ride. Similar thing goes for carbon. Very, makes for a very stiff bicycle, which is a good thing, but also capable of making for a very, very harsh ride. But steel frames, yeah, they're good to ride. Plus also, bike of this era, we're riding on 26.2 inch balloon tires. These are modern tires, so they're rated at 45 pounds, but it's not uncommon to maybe run them at half that pressure, just in order to make that plush ride that much more yet still. Absolutely wonderful. Also, another thing that's really unique about this specimen, these rims are absolutely fantastic. They're steel rims, and they're not rusted out. I can't remember the last time I came across, a bike of similar age that is stored in, in someone's barn, where these things do not have all forms of advanced rust. This one's in beautiful, beautiful shape. And, one of my first thoughts was, well, maybe these are not the original wheels that came with this bike. I think it is, and I'll tell you why. Because I believe I have reason to believe this is the original hub. It's a new departure Type D hub, which is period correct to this bike. Can I say definitively this is the wheels that came with this? I cannot, but it's period correct. So I'm choosing to believe that, because this whole bike is in such nice condition, that these are the original wheels. But enough of this chitter chatter. Let's put it on the scale, see what it weighs, and let's go for a ride. It's going to be a good day.